Each day in the mid to late 1940s, a blind man could be noticed sitting on the stairs of the building with the Monticello. There was a time when he could see it, but now he could only imagine its beauty. During his visits, he wished to hold a World War II nickel in his palm, one with a mint mark of PDRS hovering above the structure. Although, and unfortunately enough, his collection was absent of that particular coin, and this fact made him very, very angry. Angry enough that he had decided at that moment to focus his energy elsewhere. Who's there?
From what you can feel, does my buddy Tavares appreciate my work?
Impressive, Antono. Of your own design?
Nah. This is garbage compared to historical architecture. But it will spruce up the town, don't you think?
Ha! Nice of you to share it with the world.
Come on. Does it bother you that you're old enough to be my father and I run it all and I pay you in nickels?
To answer your question, Antono, the answer is never. I love sorting through those nickels. The way the mint mark hovers above the Monticello on the 42 to 45s, I absolutely love it. It's there as if nature intended it to be there.
I pay you in scraps. You have no family, no friends, and no respect for yourself. What are you, Damon?
You just said it, Mr. Antono Setta. My name is Damon, Demon. And I don't need as you need, but I take as I wish. to those like you, and the pain is permanent. Because I'll return in a few decades to work for your son, as I pretended to work for you. But if your son becomes anything like you, you won't have to wait too long until you see him again. During the 1970s, the same man with red glowing eyes reappeared as promised. He came back to side with and keep tabs on the son of Antono Setta, Antono Setta II. The man was following closely in his father's footsteps, so Damon Tavares followed his even closer. Damon had not changed a bit after almost 30 years. He still walked with a cane and still cherished the mint-marked nickel. The only difference being, this time around, he could see. I know what you're saying. I know. Did I ever tell you I used to be blind?
You telling me that for?
I just thought it's something I'd want to tell you so you know.
All right. So, you like these bricks?
They're nice bricks.
Yeah, I just bought this place. Goes back thousands of square feet. Nothing but space for my enterprise.
For your enterprise, you mean for guns and for drugs and for trouble for people in this town?
I mean wealth. Not dressing like a Titanic stowaway and not requesting to get paid in nickels. I don't get you.
You seem to have a solid plan, Antono. Who's gonna inherit this place when you're gone?
Gone. My mother told me my father died in his late 20s. I only seen him in pictures. I'm not going anywhere.
You say that you're not going anywhere, but you can't stay if all you're gonna be is another him.
You act like you knew my father. You didn't even know me until a few years ago. What's your point?
Your mother said he died of heart failure.
She told me that. I never told you that, Damon. How'd you know my father?
I told your father that he would see you soon if you grew up to be like him. Please tell him that I said hello. Antono Setta II. I'll be back in a few decades to work for your son, the way I pretended to work for you and your father. The turn of the century brought many changes to the world. Technology was in place to advance the human race, yet the humans themselves still had deceitful and violent tendencies. Their need for power, greed, and constant acknowledgement was at an all-time high. And unfortunately, Antono Setta III was no different from the other two before him. In fact, he was on the verge of becoming much worse.
I would like to make a toast to my beautiful wife, Alessandra, and to my mysterious and loyal friend, Tavares.
Oh, ain't he the sweetest? You'd never know that he was still involved in all that, side racket stuff.
That is a surprise. Antono, I thought you closed up shop. I thought you were going to be legit from here on out.
You know what? I'll deal with you later. Come on, Damon. I know you're not as dumb as you dress. Business always happens. It's just kept quiet. Just like you're gonna keep quiet.
Your father and your grandfather already had children, but they're still acting as you are now. Be smarter than them, for the sake of your baby inside her.
How did you know? Antono, I swear I was gonna tell you this week. I swear I was gonna tell you this week.
How the hell do you know so much about my family? The hell?
Since the 1940s, it's been my job to keep the Setta family on track. But the track is still broken.
Oh my God. Who are you, Damon?
You're gonna have a son, Alessandra. Raise him well, teach him the value of things, like the letters that hover above the Monticello, and all the dangers that dwell below it. Damon Tavares never visited the Monticello after that day. He had memorized all parts of it, and as the world grew more cold and selfish, way past his opinion of it at the turn of the century, he wished to remember it as it was for always. 2021 crept up on Damon as he crept up on Mario Setta, Antono Setta III and Alessandra Setta's only son. What are you doing, community service?
What are you, a lost and lonely comedian?
My name is Damon. And to answer your question, it's yes, I am a bit of a comedian.
Cool name. Sounds like demon. I'm raking these leaves to spruce up the town a bit, I guess. It's a small contribution, you know?
You know something? I once was blind and I walked with a cane, but now I'm fully able to appreciate the world. And you know what I appreciate? Seeing a young person doing good like you're doing today.
My name's Mario Setta. My ma and I live up the block. You from around here?
No, not really. Here, there, you know. Enjoy your day, Mario. Maybe our paths will cross again sometime.
My mother didn't raise a fool. She took your advice, and you should take some of your own. Because the dangers that lurk under the Monticello are looking your way now.
From what you've this is garbage compared to historical architecture. But it will loosen up the city, don't you think?
You say Brucing up?
Yeah. Does it bother you that you're old enough to be my father? And that I still pay you with nickels? I missed something.
I love sorting through them. The way that mint mark hovers above the Monticello on those 42 to 45s. I just forgot my line. Antono Setta, crap, starting.
I mean wealth. I'm talking about looking like a Titanic stowaway over here. Sorry. I mean wealth.
Who are you, Damon? Who are you, Damon?
You're gonna have a son, Alessandra. Why are you laughing?
Who are you, Damon?
You're gonna have a son, Alessandra. Teach him well. No, to raise him well. Cut.
Who are you, Damon?
You're gonna have a son, Alessandra. I don't know my line. No, not really. Here, there, you know. Enjoy your day, that's no, not really. You know, here, there, you know. I messed up, sorry.